This is The Scoop for Friday.
I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines. The Tampa-based fertilizer company Mosaic is looking at injecting phosphate wastewater underground in the state. WMNF's Chris Young reports on opposition to that plan.
The Tampa Bay Times reports they are considering phosphate wastewater injection underground in Riverview, New Wales, Bartow, and Plant City. The Center for Biological Diversity is suing the EPA for approving Mosaic's push to use phosphate in building roads. And staff attorney Reagan Whitlock says putting the wastewater underground is a bad idea, too.
The idea that we should be injecting our radioactive hazardous waste into underground wells in a state that prohibits underground injection of hazardous waste precisely because of our karst geology and the permeability of our soils is a terrible idea.
The Department of Environmental Protection and Mosaic will be holding a public meeting in Plant City to hear public feedback. For more information, visit WMNF.org. Chris Young, WMNF News.
The I-4 corridor is one of the fastest growing regions in the southeast, and Port Tampa Bay wants to address consumer needs in the area. WMNF's Caitlin Serafin reports on proposed expansion plans for the port.
Raul Alfonso, Executive Vice President and Chief Commercial Officer of Port Tampa Bay, spoke Thursday morning about upcoming $200 million expansion plans for the port. These plans would build additional warehouses and expand container terminals in order to support regional and national supply chains.
Our population, the tourism industry, we are about 40% of the consumer market on the Southeast United States. So key, and with our continued growth, the more efficient supply chains that we can create, the cheaper that we can get the products into our region, it benefits our community.
A container docking site expansion is set to be complete by 2026. Caitlin Serafin, WMNF News.
There's a movement in Citrus County to rename the Cross Florida Barge Canal. The proclamation was raised during last Wednesday's County Commission meeting, as first reported by the website Just Right Citrus. The proclamation says renaming the canal promotes the restoration of names reflecting American ideals. The Cross Florida Barge Canal was a proposed canal route that would have connected the Gulf of Mexico to the Atlantic Ocean. Construction was halted in 1971, and it's now called the Marjorie Harris Carr Cross Florida Greenway. Republican Commissioner Jeff Kennard says he would want to consult Carr's family before renaming the canal.
It would have been appropriate to go to that family and say, we have an idea. We've got an idea about renaming the canal. We want to honor our veterans. We want to honor Marjorie Harris Carr's legacy. What do you think about us doing this together cooperatively as a group?
The commission says they will further discuss the name change. Noah Vinsky, WMNF News.
Florida's new Attorney General James Utmeyer announced yesterday his office is filing a class action lawsuit against the retail company Target. He argues that the company violated the Securities Exchange Act by not disclosing what he called the no risks of its DEI and Pride Month initiatives. He says those investments hurt the company's performance when its stock dipped 2 years ago. The state's employee pension plans invest in the company.
You'll remember Target promoted rainbow sports bras for boys, children's swimsuits with transgender features, and books for kids that ask them to question their biological reality. This radical campaign predictably caused Target's stock price to plummet, wiping out $10 billion in market value in just 10 days. And those losses put the retirement accounts of Florida's teachers and first responders at unacceptable risk.
Target had already announced last month it would be backtracking its DEI efforts amid Donald Trump returning to office. That decision has led to calls to boycott the company from civil rights and left-leaning groups. The lawsuit is a continuation of the trend of Florida's top Republicans targeting companies that promote social causes they disagree with. It places the retail giant in the crosshairs of players on both sides of the political aisle. It'll be sunny and breezy today with highs in the high 60s. Tonight, partly cloudy and cool. Overnight lows in the high 40s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, highs in the low 70s. I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.